How y'all doing out there in Facebook land? This is Dr. Coleman coming straight from the doctor's office. We're about to talk about the age-old question of why do people cheat, men and women, whenever, if it's a good relationship, bad relationship, why do people cheat? We're going to bring Dr. Neck up, and that's what we're going to discuss right there. Why do people cheat? Dr. Neck, come on up. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Dr. Coleman?
Have a seat in the doctor's office.
How's everybody doing out there?
We've been doing this. This is installment number 6, and the age-old question is: I get inboxes on why do people cheat when women say that I'm a great woman, I cook, I clean, etc., etc. But this man still cheats. Why do you think that a man cheats?
Well, basically, it really has nothing to do with the cooking and the cleaning and all of the little tangible things that women do nor men do. It basically boils down to either character or they're missing something in that relationship that they're not getting via sex, via attention, via affection. Some people are just naturally attracted to more than one person.
You know what I've noticed when they come with the thing of cheating, I've noticed that it's going to be a 10% that's going to cheat regardless of what a man does or what a woman does. It's just they're going to do it. They're going to cheat regardless. I don't care if you can jump and you got explosions coming out when sex happens, a cake fly out when you do it. Right. They're just going to cheat. That's just in their nature. But I've noticed from a man's perspective that a man usually cheats when they don't get enough sex or the type of sex that they want, and which is an excuse. And then women tend to go out and cheat when they don't get that attention from their man. What do you feel about that? Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, going back to the men cheating no matter what, you do have some men that's gonna do that. They're just gonna cheat no matter what. Then you got some men who they maybe get sex from their woman, but it may not be the type of sex that they were getting when the relationship first started.
Right.
Or
right.
Even if that's the case, maybe they wasn't getting that type of sex, but they might have thought like, okay, but I love this woman, or she's beautiful, or I can change her, or maybe I can get her to do what I want her to do down the line. And it just boils down to just keeping each other's attention, role playing, wearing sexy stuff around the house,
right.
Just staying sexy for each other, keeping each other's attention, and that's basically what it boils down to. Now, with the women, as far as the cheating with the women and them not getting attention, most women won't cheat right off the bat. It usually is a time frame where they feel like they're not getting that attention, or some women they're going to cheat because they're not getting what they want from that man because they want more than what that man is willing to give them.
Also, if I can interject here, is like women tend to cheat emotionally. Men, we tend to cheat physically. So a lot of times women say that we cheat because like it hurts them worse when we go and we cheat with a woman and we lay up with them and we lay and afterwards we talk and we cuddle afterwards. And men feel like we don't care if you cheat just with the penetration. With the penetration. How do you feel about that aspect when it's with the men cheating more physical and the women cheating more emotionally?
I think women have to. I think what it is with women, like with the emotional aspect of it, is they'll talk to a man for weeks and months before they actually act on what they've already decided they were going to do.
Right.
Now this act has already been decided, but it hasn't been acted upon yet because some women, they're just not like that, and they want to see if this is going to get better. But some women, they don't want that extra man to feel like they're easy.
Right.
So
right.
They want to make him work for it.
And they also want to make it where, I don't mean to interject, but they want to make it where it's not just about sex, but in actuality, it is just about sex. Because if you're in a relationship and that guy you're cheating with is in a relationship, what else really is it?
Right. But maybe some of those women have a notion in their head like, okay, if what I'm into now doesn't work, maybe if I can get what I'm looking for from this man, I can move on from this to that.
Right, right, and that's what I think a lot of women like to have something to in transition to. I think a lot of women, not all, because I know we get a lot of flack when we say things, and people take things that we say out of context. Not all tend to not want to be alone. I think that's a fear out of women of being alone and being alone in relationships, thinking that, okay, if this man or this relationship doesn't work, I'm going to be alone, which is not necessarily the case. But we're going to go ahead and continue on. Just something that I thought of is that a lot of men cheat is nothing to do with the women. I think it's their insecurities within themselves. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I can agree with that too. A lot of men will cheat because they feel like that, broadens their stature. It makes them more cool, or they feel like they can fit in with their peers.
Right.
A lot of guys just don't like themselves. Maybe it's okay if I can have sex with as many women as possible, then maybe I'll feel good about myself. You get that a lot from guys coming from prison who may have been raped or something in prison. Now they get out and it's,
right.
I'm going to try to have sex with as many women as possible because I want to prove that I was not gay for real.
Right. And I think a lot of times when we're thinking about the cheating aspect, you hit the nail on the head. They want to have more sex with more women. And like I said, it's not the women's fault that women. It's not your fault that a man cheats. It's always internally, because I think it's that one woman that hurts them in their past that they feel like they're going to get every other woman in their life because they was hurt. Men are more sensitive when it comes to being hurt in relationships than women, but y'all don't know that. That's a secret I just let out on the doctor's office. This is my observation of what I came up with as well. You can agree with me or you may not agree with me. But when it comes to cheating, I was doing some thought, registering some thoughts, and I came up with this. I think a lot of people cheat because they was never supposed to be in a relationship in the first place.
True.
If you know that a woman doesn't really have a high sex drive, she only like to have sex 2 or 3 times a week, and you like 10 times a week, you shouldn't have been with that woman in the first place. That's a recipe for cheating. Vice versa.
Those are the knowing relationships.
Right, the knowing relationships.
Because sometimes you can get with a woman and she'll provide all of that just to get you,
right.
And then once you guys are together,
cut it off.
sex gets taken away.
And then vice versa, we can go with another part for a woman. A woman can know that she likes a man with a large penis and get with a guy with a smaller penis, but he maybe treat this woman like an absolute queen. But he may be a nice guy, maybe not be all that attractive. Well, I can overlook that. Yeah, it's easy to overlook in the beginning, but when that Mr. Smooth comes through, and you like, this is what you exactly and what you really want, that guy can be treated like queen, but when he pull it out, and you like large penises, and that man over here has a small one, y'all can get mad at Dr. Coleman all you want, but y'all know what y'all want. Y'all get mad at me, y'all can send the hate mail, I love it, but y'all know what y'all want.
Hey, them toys only work for so long.
Yeah, batteries run out, and there's nothing like a real man laying next to you. But, I mean, it's just an age-old question, but to answer the question, I think a lot of times...
And not to cut you off or anything either, but ladies too, a lot of these guys that you ladies are getting with, they not as creative. They don't do this, or they don't have oral sex, or they won't give you affection, they won't rub on you, they won't rub your feet, they won't put lotion on you, they don't get you wet enough, and those are other reasons why you guys are cheating too.
Right. So
they just want to get in and bang you out, and that's it.
And they never ask you what you like. And I think that's the one thing and it's not all about sex. Let me get this clear, because I know a lot of people going to go on here, y'all only hear what y'all want to hear. It's not all about sex why people cheat. It's a lot of other things. Sometimes it go back to the family issues. It go back to men not having their mothers really in their life, women not having a father figure. So let's let y'all know it's not all about sex. I know a lot of times y'all watch these and y'all think that, oh, y'all take one thing and run with it.
Right.
It's not all about sex. But cheating is something that ends up happening, but it has nothing to do with the male or the female. It's something that they need to take care of eternally and maybe get some help with. Dr. Negus, I want you to come back, and we're going to continue. This is segment number 1 on cheating. He'll be back. And we'll have some more guests out there to come on board, because they've been giving us love, and we loving the response. But we'll bring him back.
No problem, Dr.
Right.
Coleman.
He'll be back, and we'll have guests come on. We'll talk about the cheating, because that's an age-old question that we'll never truly get the true answer for, because what ends up happening is because every situation is different. But we'll just give you a few things Please give me your comments. Please leave your feedback and watch the whole thing and watch what we're saying, because we're not trying to say anything that's going to be disrespectful. We're just trying to give us our input on the doctor's office. It's Dr. Coleman, Dr. Neckups, keeping it dating. Check us out.